Hello, friends. Welcome to the stream. Hello, hello. Huh. I look rough. I think I say that every every stream. But hello, friends. Welcome to the stream. Let me know if my audio's okay. I never know whether my audio's okay these days, so please let me know if it's loud enough, if it's too quiet. I would love to know. But happy Friday, everyone. Happy freaking weekend. Happy freaking weekend. Looks like I finished my solo game of Bonsai just in time for this. Hello, Kim. Welcome to the stream. Did you stream the other forts? Hello, Josh. Welcome to the stream. Thank you so much for joining. I did most of them. We'll get into my experience with Hadrian's Wall solo campaign as we go throughout this, but I look rough too, Jenna. I got poured on walking from my car to my friend's house. Oh no. Hopefully you're drying off, George. Welcome to the stream. Hi, Jenna. Audio's okay. Okay, amazing. Danny, thank you so much. You look great. I appreciate that. My bangs are a little wonky, but yeah, I also have a little bow, so that makes me feel better. I look rough, she says, while serving goth Velma realness. Hell yeah. Hell yeah, Nate. Nat, sorry. I always say Nate. It's Nat. Happy Friday. Kat, hello. Welcome to the stream. Did you end up going shopping today, Kat? Steph and I are wondering in our Discord chat. I don't know if you've messaged back yet, but I want to know if you went shopping. Because if you did, I'm going to be real jealous. I will say. It sounded good, Jenna. You also look very spiffy with your glasses. Thank you. I need to start wearing these. Today has been primarily a editing day or an editing day. So not with the most fire compliments. Heck yes. But yeah, I've been staring at a computer all day, so I've been needing my glasses, and I figured I might as well keep them on because we are going to be looking at this very, very large sheet of many very small things. So I might as well just keep my glasses on. I did not. I did stupid cleaning like a grown-up. Ugh. Ew. Cleaning. Disgusting. That is something that I do need to do, I will say. But actually, I replaced our shower curtains and cleaned our entire shower the other day. So that's a positive. That's a pro. Jenna's an adult. She did it. People call me all kinds of variations of Nat. It's all good. I've never played Hadrian's Wall. Looking forward to seeing if it's for me. Daniel, I feel like Hadrian's Wall is for everyone. I freaking love Hadrian's Wall. I played a few scenarios last night. I was trying to get so that today we could do the very last fort, but sadly I could not get past Fort 13. For some reason, I cannot for the life of me get any more than like 76, 77, 78, and specifically fort number 9 and fort number 13 are score 80 or above. I cannot for the life of me score 80 or above. I hate it. And I'm getting so annoyed. So that is like one of my biggest goals is to score above 80, which I will say I got so frustrated with Fort 9 as well as Fort 13. So I just, after I tried them like 3 times and could not get above 80 or even to 80, I just decided if I cannot get a fort by the 3rd try, I'm just going to go on to the next one because it's not worth continuing and failing over and over again. I just want to have fun. So basically yesterday I did fort number 13 twice and could not do it. So then I was like, you know what? That's fine. I'm just going to end it here. And then I'm going to tomorrow do fort number 14. So that is what we are doing today. We are doing fort number 14 of the solo campaign. If you guys do not know, Hadrian's Wall does have a solo campaign where you go through a bunch of different forts, which are scenarios that are going to give you some specific rules and some specific challenges for you to go for, some specific goals, stuff like that. So we are going to be going on to 14, which I believe there are 16 in total. So if I'm able to get 14, then hoping that I can do maybe 15 tonight and then maybe 16 tomorrow. We'll see. Even if I like do it on Sunday or Monday, I think I'll be fine. I just really want to finish off the solo campaign before I start going into the next solo focus for October. So yes, I will be streaming again on YouTube on Sunday. I'm going to be doing Solo Sunday, and whatever game wins, which if you guys do not know, I do have a Patreon, the Board Game Garden Patreon, and a few days before the end of each month, I put up a poll of a bunch of different games that I'm considering for the solo focus for that next month, and then whatever game wins in that poll, all of the patrons vote there. Whatever one wins is going to be the monthly solo focus for October. So yes, or like whatever month it is. So that's going on right now. I believe it's tomorrow night. Yeah, tomorrow is the 30th, so the last day of September. When that is finished, then I'm going to know what game is the solo focus for October. And then we will play that game on Sunday, which I'm stoked. Jenna playing a complex solo game. Meanwhile, I just finished my first bonsai solo game and didn't even make the cut to be on the chart. Oh no, Kim. It's always the first playthrough. You can't take that one too seriously. You're just learning the game. You're getting it down pat. Tasha, hello, welcome to the stream. I'm excited to see you get down to very few sheets. Would probably have to laminate some to make sure you can replay. Yeah, I do think I'm going to do that soon. I think I went through like 3 or 4 within the last few days. So yeah, it might happen. Cat, get out of here. I'm still on Fort 5, but I also only got my physical copy a few weeks ago. Nice, Tasha. Continue doing it. Even if like the solo focus is over, definitely continue trying it. It's a very fun game. I'm addicted. I just put on my headphones and I play Hadrian's Wall. I love it so much. Did Francis back the Gloomhaven solo game coming soon? He did not. I don't think Francis really doesn't back anything on Kickstarter or on crowdfunding in general. It's something that he might want. He again is like in this right now, currently he's like not super into board games. And he's kind of just going through like a not really super interested in board games phase, which I'm hoping stops and ends at some point. But yeah, thankfully I do have a lot of other board game groups that I can go and play with. So that makes me happy. But him not being super into board games does not make me happy. Friends, I have to go. Time to play some board games. Have fun, George. Thank you so much for joining for a little bit. Have a good time playing some board games with your friends. And I will see you probably over on Discord or on another stream. What are your opinions / theme? What are your options / theme this time around? So Tasha, the poll for October was obviously like spooky games. So we have a few like horror themed games in the poll. And then also I put in some like fall cozy games. So there are a few like cozy games as well. Some of them include Creature Comforts, Coffee Roaster, Final Girl, Mansions of Madness, Horrified, and there's a few other ones as well, but those are some of them that are in the poll right now. So it's going to be a lot of fun to see which one wins. I do know which one is currently winning. which Kat says Expeditions has a solo mode, which Kat and I played Expeditions by Stonemaier Games on Wednesday, and I absolutely loved it, and now I am tempted to buy it myself. I'm almost tempted, I'm not gonna lie, I'm almost tempted, which actually, never mind, I can't. I was gonna say I'm tempted to sell Scythe and get Expeditions, because I think I enjoy Expeditions more than I did Scythe, but I believe Scythe is Francis's game, so cannot do that. Is Francis still playing Baldur's Gate? I don't think he is. I think he's playing Cyberpunk. I think Cyberpunk just recently had a update, or like a, not really an expansion, but like an update and like extended play. I don't know what they call it in video games, but yeah, he's been playing Cyberpunk. And also he's been playing the mobile Monster Hunter game that came out. Who knows? I'm also addicted, and I introduced it to my friend last weekend, and now she wants it too. Oh, that's amazing. I love that so much. You also got to let Francis win more often. Pfft, shut up, Nat. Get out of here. I'm going to kick you out of this stream. I am sick of Francis winning. My husband is also not super into board games. I feel your pain, but he loves a select few. Yeah, normally, like, Francis, I think, is more into playing games when we have people over and it's like a game day. I think he's more into that rather than just playing games with me on stream. I don't know if it's so much, maybe the streaming is not so much his thing anymore. He was always just willing to come on stream with me and play 2-player games with me, but maybe he's just getting burnt out of the streaming together. Maybe if I just ask him to play board games off stream, he would. I definitely think if I asked him, like, hey, do you want to play like a scenario of Gloomhaven Jaws of the Lion, he would definitely be down, just off of stream. So maybe it's just stream, I'm not sure. Merchants lost miserably on the vote though. Oh yes, Merchants of the Dark Road is one in the poll as well, and it doesn't have very many votes, which makes me so sad because I love Merchants of the Dark Road, and I do need to play that one more often solo. So yeah, I know, Davis, I know. Yeah, my wife used to be much more into board games too, but not as much anymore, and I'm still hoping that passes soon. Yep, everyone in chat, let's just hope our significant others start playing more games with us. My wife is not into complex games, but sometimes she suffers through them for me. Aw, that's so nice. I wish Francis was nice like that to me. Is this up for vote on Patreon? Yes, it is, Kim. It's currently up, and I think it ends tomorrow night at 11:59 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. So right before October 1st. I play Monster Hunter now as well. Just played it on my walk today. Yeah, he's been obsessed with that. He's always playing that. It was an expansion, Phantom Liberty, for Cyberpunk. Yes, that is exactly what it was. I didn't know they were called expansions in video games, but it was an expansion for Cyberpunk. There we go. Vortak, hello, welcome to the stream. How are you? There needs to be a support group for people whose partners won't play as many board games as they want. I will make a support group in the Discord. What should we name our support group? We can all go into that channel on Discord and just pour our hearts out about how sad we are that our partners don't want to play board games with us. That's so funny. I mean, that last Dune Imperium was really close. Yeah, it was. It was. Which also, hello, Laura. Welcome to the stream. How are you? Gotta go for a little bit for a meeting. I'll be back in a little bit. Sounds good, Tasha. I'm actually just about to start playing, so let's switch over to this. I will say, I do think... Ooh, yeah. I programmed one button. All the other buttons are kind of attached to my Twitch things. So, like, if I switch to this or this, They're my Twitch things, but I made one of the buttons for my YouTube. So I can now zoom in and zoom out. Ooh, fancy. Hello, nice glasses. Thank you so much, Killa J. Welcome to the stream. I'm rocking librarian realness right now. Yes, girl. Yes, girl. Okay, so we are going to get right into this. Like I said, am playing fort number 14. Let me see if I can get out the special rules for this one. Fort number 14. Rules are, I have to draw one additional fake card during each picked invasion. So I'm going to be revealing one additional than what is printed on here. So instead of 1 in the first round, it's going to be 2, then 3, then 4, then 5, then 7, then 9. So I'm really going to have to focus on getting my cohorts as strong as they possibly can be. And then also I cannot acquire any diplomats, which diplomats are right here. I typically don't use diplomats, so I think that's actually fine that I am not using this one. So yeah, I typically don't use this. I do use a lot of the scout though, which the special fort goals is that you must fill all rows and columns in the scouting section. So I actually do that pretty often, so I don't think that this is going to be too difficult. I did that in all of my games last night, so I'm not going to have a lot of difficulty with doing that. And then I also do have to score 75 plus, so I typically score around that, so I am not too worried about it. I think I'm going to be able to do it, hopefully. I just need to make sure that I'm focusing on my cohorts, making them as strong as possible, and I should be good. So that is everything for the specific rules. We're going to be drawing one additional invasion card, and then I can't use the diplomat. And then I have to fill out all of my scouting rows and columns, and then I have to score 75 or above. So that is it. Relationships are a compromise. Do an activity they want to do with them, and maybe they will play a game with you when it's your turn to pick the activity. Exactly. Which that's a big reason why not like I'm doing it solely for him, but I am going to start going back to the climbing gym, which is something that Francis does 3 days a week. He goes to the rock climbing gym on Mondays, Wednesdays, and Fridays. I actually used to go pretty much the same amount as he did, but I stopped once I started doing the board game garden because I just had a lot more to do. I was a lot more busy with editing and filming and all of that, but I think I've gotten to a point where I am able to take Friday nights and go to the climbing gym with Francis. So I'm going to the climbing gym with him tonight, and it's for that, but it's also because I feel like I need to start working out again. I am getting a little bit lazy and I need to start moving my body again. So yes. That's it, Jenna. Oh, you make it sound like it's no big deal. All the goals of the game. Yeah, it's really easy. It's really not easy, everyone. All right. So let me zoom you out. We are going to start off by taking 2 of our cards. We are going to choose 1 to place up here for the different goals, and then 1 down here for everything else. So either collected goods or filled temples. So temples are here and collected goods are here. What do I want to do? I think maybe I'll do filled temples. Yeah, so I'm going to do filled temples. I think I managed to fill 2 of the temples yesterday, so I think that should be good. And then I'll put collected goods down here, which this is, I'm just using it for this shape here. And then I will also be getting these additional resources here. So I'm going to gain a brick and a yellow worker. The AI is going to flip out 2 cards, which I will put them there so you guys can see them. And then we are going to flip out one of these cards, and this is going to show us our starting resources. So we have 1 black, 2 blue, 3 purple, 1 yellow, and 1 brick. And then additionally, I do have 1 resource production, so I'm going to gain an additional brick. So these are all of our starting workers. Boom. Is yellow worker the technical term? It is not. I believe the yellows are villagers, possibly. Here, let me tell you guys all of the specifics. I usually just go by the colors, but I can tell you yellows are civilians, purples are servants, blacks are soldiers, and blue are builders. There we go. Civilians, soldiers, builders, and servants. And then these are not bricks. I always call them bricks, but they are just resource. Just a resource. Yes, do it. Even 30 to 45 minutes at the gym will be very beneficial. Yep, I do agree. I do think I need to start moving my body. I'm so glad I finally got into climbing. It's so fun. Yes, Laura, it makes me so happy seeing sometimes you posting about rock climbing because it is so much fun. I do agree. I absolutely love it. And I'm excited to get back into it. Climbing gym sounds fun. Time to get jacked. Heck yes. I used to be so jacked. Now, like, I'm still in decent shape. Like, my body is still fine. Like, I'm not going to the gym to, like, get swole or, like, lose some weight or something like that. I find my joints are bad and, like, I, like, hurt myself more often. I just need to, like, get my body moving more. So I think it'll be really good for my body overall. And just for, like, my energy and stuff, too. I love all the rock climbing lingo. Are there any rock climbing themed board games? Maybe Francis would want to play that with you. I do think there is, actually. I can only think of hiking games, Trailblazers, Trailblazer, John Muir Trail. Yep. I'm builder. My favorite gym in the Navy had a tread wall, which was a rock climbing wall that rotated so you could just keep going. Whoa, that's wild. Would love to get one of them for the house, but space is an issue and it's like $10,000. That's crazy. Hey, Board Game Garden. Hello, Best at Star Trek. Welcome to the stream. Oh no, volcano. What? Cosmic Beat. Hello, welcome to the stream. All right, let's get into this, shall we? Let's get going. I don't know if maybe... Is this good? You guys can see my mic, but just ignore it. I just want to make sure that the audio's good. Hello, Jenna. Have you heard that there's an upcoming expansion to one of your favorite card games, Wizards of the Grimoire? It's coming in Kickstarter. Just want to let you know. Well, Mark, I am actually getting a pre-production copy of the expansion, and I will be doing some content on my my channel for it. I've been talking to the designers of Wizards of the Grimoire, and yeah, I'm excited to feature it on the channel because I feel like so many people need to, or so many more people need to play Wizards of the Grimoire because it's fantastic. All right, so right off the bat, I'm gonna go blue. Scratch that off. Let's do 2 brick. 1 and 2. Gain a yellow. Let's do 2 yellows. Fill in the first 2 on the patrician's track. That gets me another brick. That also allows me to do the first scout action. So I'm going to use a black. I'm going to scratch this off. And then let's do 1, 2, 3, and 4. That's going to gain me a brick and a purple. Whoa. If you guys have never seen anyone play Hadrian's Wall before, basically what happens is you get your starting resources for the round, and then you're going to be using those resources in order to fill in the different tracks. And whenever you get to a spot on a track and you scratch it out, whatever you scratch out is actually what you gain. So basically in a round, you are trying to use workers and resources in order to gain workers and resources, and kind of continue doing that until you have nothing left to use. And you're just trying to do as much as possible on the or during the round. So you have all of your village on this side. So you have all of the civilian tracks over here. You have the traders, the performers, the priests, I never know how to say this one, apparitores or apparitors. And then you also have the patricians. These all are connected to a few different like buildings that I consider just like little mini games. So you have the precinct, the market, the theater, the gladiators, the gardens, the temples, the baths, the courthouse, the diplomat, and the scout. So those are all just like little mini games that you can kind of partake in. You don't have to do any of these, but they are really nice to partake in if you can. And then on this side, you have your wall, your protection for your village. So you have your fort, and you have your wall, you have your sippy, you have your wall guard, and then you have your mining and foresting at the top. So this is just kind of different levels of your wall. And you also have your cohorts up here, which are going to help you stay protected by the invasions that are going to happen at the end of each round. So that is that. And then you also have a few buildings down here that are going to get you ongoing resources each round once you complete them. So McDonald's. Wizards of the Grimoire has a fresh feel. It's like Star Realms meets Wingspan. Yep. That's actually a good way to explain it. Well, looking forward to your content about that. I'm so excited. It's your turn in Wizards, Jenna. Yes, I will definitely do that soon, Adam. I've been trying to keep up with my my BGA plays. Amazing. That would be a cool October themed game for the spooky season. Any other spooky games you guys are playing this October? I am really excited. I think I'm going to do 2 videos in October. One being like cozy fireside games. And then I'm also wanting to do spooky games. So I'm going to do those 2 videos for sure. McDonald's, don't you have an In-N-Out burger? Ooh, we do not have In-N-Out burger here. I wish I did. All right. So, did this. I got my brick and my purple. We have a lot of purple, so I think I'm going to use 2 purples. I'm going to do 1 and 2. That's going to get me another brick, as well as a resource production. That's going to add to my resource production at the beginning of each round. So that's going to be really nice. I have another 2 purples, which I never really know what to do with purples. Okay, let me use this civilian. And I'm going to do performers. So that's going to get me a blue. And then I'll use these 2 blues to fill in the next 2 on my fort. I will use 1, 2 brick. to fill in the next 2 on my wall. This second spot on my wall is going to give me another civilian. And then let's do a civilian to do the first on Aparatories. That's going to get me a blue. And then I'm going to use this blue to fill in the next on my fort. That's going to get me another servant. Freaking love this game. This feels so good. There's nothing like a good chaining and just trying to get as many things as possible. I love it. I'm going to do another resource to get to this. That's going to get me 1 renown, which these tracks down here are going to be your main way of getting victory points. So you're trying to get as far on these 4 different tracks as possible. So there are 4 different things that you're trying to accumulate. You have renown, which is yellow. You have purple, which is piety. Black is valor, and blue is discipline. And determining where you are on here is how many points you're going to get. Where's Waldo? You're wearing your Jack Skellington sweater? Is this my Jack Skellington sweater? This is my Beetlejuice sweater. That's another movie that I am excited to watch. I also think I want to watch or rewatch the Haunting of Hill House. I think that's what it's called. I think I want to rewatch that because it was freaking fantastic. If you have not seen that TV show, definitely recommend. All right, now I still have 1 more brick. I still have 2 purples. I think I might exchange these 2 purples for a blue. Oopsie. Okay, you have this thing here, which let me actually zoom you guys in. You have this thing here, which is the forum. You can do a max 1 per year where you exchange 2 of any color for 1 of any color, but this cannot contain any blacks. So you can't exchange for any blacks, or you can't exchange from any blacks. Hocus Pocus is great. Ooh, yes. Comboing bonuses make the dopamine go brr. It sure does. It sure does. I need to get a hold of this game as well. I kept hearing good things about this game. Yeah, I definitely recommend, Mark. It's really good. I still haven't found him. October is Over the Garden Wall. Rewatch every year. Over the Garden Wall. I've never heard of that. If you haven't seen Haunting of Bly Manor, it's also fantastic. I actually prefer it over Hill House. Really? I've seen both of them. I think Hill House is definitely more like confuses your brain, which I don't think Bly Manor confused my brain as much, but I really enjoyed both of them. They were both fantastic. All right. So yeah, I do think I'm going to exchange these 2. I'm going to exchange these 2 because if I use both of these, my other thing was I was going to use this yellow to get another purple so that I could have 3 purples, and then I would gain another brick and another resource production. But the only thing with that is that I would get another brick, so I would have 2 brick, but I wouldn't have anywhere to use those 2 bricks, so it would kind of be a little bit of a waste of gaining those bricks. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to hold off on doing this, and I am going to... You know what? I'm going to use this. I'm going to fill in this one here. And then, I would really love to get, oh shoot, you know what? I didn't do my cohort. I think I'm going to do, I always do the left first. Let's do the right first this time. So I'm going to fill in my first on the cohort, which this little like red icon here is for the cohort, which I would love to get another cohort. So what I think I'm going to do is I'm going to exchange these two. Actually, no. I'm going to use this to scratch out the third in the patricians. That's going to get me a black. I'm going to use that black as a wall guard, and I'm going to scratch out this one here. That's going to get me another cohort, so I will go center. And then I have two purples. So I think I might actually just use the two purples to get further along on the foresting and mining track, so that on my next turn I might be able to, or on the next round, get that one pretty easily. So I think that is everything for this round. So now this fort, I do have to do one more than what it says here. So it does say one, so I do have to get 2 of the invasion cards, and whatever the, if you guys can see here, whatever is on the top here of these 2 cards is where the attack is going to. So I'm hoping for 1 center and 1 right. Oh, we got 1 right and we got 2 right. Dang it. All right, so sadly, that means that I'm going to get 1 disdain. Disdain is not good. So I'm going to have to try to get rid of that disdain at the end of the game. Can you zoom out? I can zoom out. There we go. Hello, Petrified. Welcome to the stream. Jenna, have you played or considered Marvel Champions card game? Excellent solo game. I've heard a lot of good things about it, but the whole like Marvel doesn't really excite me. I don't know. I feel like I need to watch more of the Marvel films and then maybe I will like it more. But yeah, I think I would enjoy it. Excuse me. Hello from Ukraine. Hello. It's my first time here. King Julian, hello, welcome to the stream. Thank you so much for joining. I appreciate it. Now I have to dig this game out. Do it. It's so good. Hello, everyone. Hello, I'll buy the popcorn. How are you? How's it going? All right. So sadly, I did get 1 disdain, but it's okay. These cards are going to get discarded. Put them there. I'm going to pick up 2 more of my cards. And, I think I'm going to do resource production up here. I usually get quite a bit of resource production, so I'm going to put that there. And then this is going to be the one that I put down here. I'm going to gain these resources here, which is 1 blue and 1 resource. I'm also going to gain 2 additional resource production. The AI cards get flipped. And then one of these are going to get flipped for our resources, which we literally do not get any additional brick. Well, that's not fun. So I'll get 2 black, 2 blue, 3 purple, and 1 yellow. So those are all of my resources for the round. And that is all, which is not great, to be honest with you. I need to start getting up on these tracks here, because I need to get 75 or above. Perhaps if they had Captain Canada. Yeah, for sure. I would love that. I would love if they had Captain Canada. Because, you know, that's a Marvel character. I don't think it is. Don't worry, I'm not that gullible. All right. Oh, yeah, there is a Captain America. I know that. There should be a Captain Canada. He'd be a pretty cool guy. All right, let's get into this. So I'm going to, right off the bat, use one of my purples to do the next resource production. So that's going to get me an additional brick, as well as one more resource production for next round. I'm going to use one black and one blue to fill in the next two on my fort. That's going to get me a yellow. I'm going to use 2 brick to do the next 2 on my wall. It's going to get me another yellow. All right. And then I'm going to use 1 yellow to start the trader's track. That's going to get me a purple. I'll use another blue to do my fort. That's going to get me 1 discipline. All right. Do I want to use both of my bricks for my wall and my sippy? I think I do. So that's going to be 1 and 2. That's going to allow me to do 2 cohorts. So I'm going to do 1 on the left and 1 in the middle. All right. And then in order for me to continue here, let me zoom in. In order for me to continue past this line here, I have to be able to pay and build the medium granary. So that's going to be 1 blue, 1 purple, and a brick. So I'm going to put off to the side the blue and the purple, and then hopefully I'll be able to get a brick somehow. Wolverine is Canadian? Yes, I love that. That's what it's all about. Do you need medium granary for that? So in order for me to pass here, yes, I'm going to need to get the medium granary. You are allowed to go past it for the wall guard and the forest/mining, but in order to go further in the fort and the wall and the sippy, the 3 down here, you have to build the medium granary. Geddy Lee is a hero. Nice. I'm assuming that is the actor, maybe? Hi Jenna, what part of the campaign is this? So I am currently doing fort number 14. So it is one of the last ones. I have gotten through most of them. The only 2 that I struggled with was the fort number 9 and fort number 13. So I tried both of those like 3 times. There was a few of the other ones that I had to try like 2 times. But those ones I just got sick of trying because I just could not score over 80. And then I just kind of went past them, and now we're on 14. So yeah, we're hopefully going to get to the end. Oh, singer/bassist of Rush. Okay. Do you play any of GMT games? I do not. I don't think I've ever played any of those. Are those like the like war games? Probably. Not a huge fan. All right. So I need to figure out how I'm going to gain a brick. Let me go here. I'm going to do both of my yellows, 1, 2, and I'm going to do 1 and 2. That's going to get me 1 renown and 1 resource that I'm going to be able to use in order to build the medium granary. So we're going to do purple, blue, and resource, and I'm going to build the medium granary. So that means that now I can start continuing this way, but I don't think I'm going to. I am going to use the black to do a scouting action. Now that I have reached the 4 on the priest or the patrician's track, I do get to do the next scouting action. So I'm going to use my black. I'm going to scratch that out. I'm going to use my shape here. So I'm going to do 1, 2, 3, and 4. That's going to get me 2 brick, which actually that might have been a bad decision, because I don't know if I can even use those bricks. All right, I should be able to figure out a way to do this. Oh, you know what? I think I did both this and this on the first round, so put that there. So what I could do is I could Is there any spot here that I can get? Ooh, yes. Okay. So I'm going to take these 2 purples. I'm going to exchange these 2 purples into a yellow. I'm going to use this yellow to fill in the next on this track. That gets me 1 renown, which gets me that yellow back. I'm going to use that yellow to fill in the next on this track again. That's going to get me a black. I am then going to use this black in order to fill out the next on here. That's going to get me a yellow. I can use one of the bricks to do this. That's going to get me another renown. Shooty minute. So sadly, I think I can't go any further. Because the only thing that I can use a yellow for is this here. I could use the yellow to do the priestess or the priest track to get a purple. And then that purple I could use to fill in the next on the foresting, mining and foresting track. Or I could use the yellow. Let me do it here. I'll do that, and then that's going to get me another renown. I feel like I always really focus on renown for some reason, and then I don't get a lot of the other ones. Thanks. Yay, 2 more to go. Yeah, I'm hoping to maybe finish it, but we will see. Found your channel when I was looking for top solo games, and you have the great video about that. Yes, thank you so much, King Julian. I appreciate that. I'm happy that you found my channel and that you're enjoying it. There's no such thing as too many bricks. It is... Oh, shoot. I do have 1 additional brick here. That sadly I think is going to go to waste. Dang it. Dang it, dang it, dang it. Sadly, that brick is going to waste because I can't use it for anything. That's unfortunate. Okay, so we are now finished with the second round. I am going to get 2 plus an additional 1 for this special, or for the special rules for this fort. So we have right, we're protected. We have left, we're protected. And we have middle. So we are protected on all 3 of those, which is freaking fantastic. So we then get 2 valor for that. 1, 2, and I don't get any disdain, which is really nice. Because the more disdain you get, the more negative points you're going to get at the end of the game if you're not able to mitigate them. All right, so that is everything for round number 2. We're going to move into round number 3. I'm going to grab my next 2. We have completed scout columns, which I think might be the best one for us to do. Yeah. Shoot. Because final disdain is also one that would be nice. I feel like both of these, I wish I could put both of them up here for final scoring, but sadly I don't think that's going to happen. Or it cannot happen. So I think I'm going to do this one up here. So my final disdain will be scored. And then I'm going to put completed scout columns down here solely because I want this shape for my scout. So I'm going to do that. And then I gain a black. I also do gain 3 additional resource production. And then the AI cards are going to come out. I can at any time use the AI's cards for their shapes as well, but if I do use their cards, I do have to place the black that I would normally use for the scout onto their cards, and that would be an additional card that I would have to flip at the end of the round for the attacks. So I am not going to do that this round at all, because that's a bad thing to do. No, the resource efficiency. I know, Nat. All right, so for resources this round, I'm going to gain 2 black, 1 blue, 2 purple, 2 yellows. Come on. And 1 brick. And that's going to go here. I do think I want to, this round, build some of these, like the small hotel or the small workshop, just because this is going to give me additional yellow and blue workers at the beginning of each round. So that's really nice to have. So I'm all the way up to 8 for my patricians. So I could very well do another scout action, which I think I'm going to do. I'm going to use one of my black. I'm going to use another scout action. I'm going to use mine, which I am going to go up this right side here. And that's going to gain me 2 brick. 2 additional brick. I'm going to do 1 black here and 1 brick here. It's going to get me another yellow. I think right away I'm going to do 1 blue, 1 purple, and 1 brick. That's going to allow me to build the small hotel. That's going to be some additional ongoing resources that I'm going to get at the beginning of each round, but I do gain 1 yellow right now. My poor jet-lagged husband is conked out on the sofa with Faye sleeping underneath. So cute. Oh, I love that. So cute. All right. So Let's see. I could actually do a second scouting action. I think I might do that because then I'm almost going to be finished the entire scouting thing. So I'm going to use my black. I'm going to do a second scouting action because I can use the same one over and over again. So I'm going to do again 1, 2, 3, and 4 in a straight line. That gains me 1 purple. And then also, whenever you finish a row, which I finished 1 row here, you do gain valor. So I'm going to gain 1 valor. And that actually gains me the black back that I just used. Amazing. We love to see it. All right. I think I'm going to use 2 yellows to go 1, 2 on the trader track. That's going to get me 1 blue. Then I'm going to use 1 yellow and 1 purple. Because I'm on the 3rd spot, I can do the small precinct, which I'm going to do. That's going to get me a brick, 1 resource production, and a piety. Piety, resource production, and brick. All right. And then I'm going to use a black go here. It's going to get me another yellow. I'm going to use 2 bricks, 1, 2 to do the next on my wall and the next on my piety, or my sippy, sorry. That's going to get me another yellow. I could do my workshop right now. That's an option. Could do that. Hi Jenna, looking cute in glasses. Thank you so much, Vicky. Hello, welcome to the stream. How are you? Thank you so much for joining. Merlin, hello. How's the game going? It is going good. I'm currently doing the fort number 14, which I'm sure you can probably see from the title. But it's going pretty well. One of the goals is that you have to finish your scout area, which I pretty much already have done, and we're only halfway through. And then also the only other thing is I can't use diplomats. I have to draw 1 additional card per invasion, which hasn't been too difficult, but I do need to get my cohort stronger for this one because I'm going to have to pull 5. And I only have 1, 2, 3, 4 in total. So I'm going to have to get my cohort stronger for this round. Or actually, this round is going to be 4. And then next round is going to be 5. And then also I do have to score 75 or above. So I'm doing pretty good. One of my games yesterday, I only got like 72. So I'm a little bit concerned, but we will see. All right, I'm going to do, I'm going to do a blue. Fill out the next on my fort, and I'm going to do a brick to do the next on my wall. That's going to get me another renown, which is going to get me another yellow. And it's also going to get me 1 cohort strength, which I will do the right side. All right. And then I have a lot of yellows, so let's see what I can do with my yellows. I will say I do need to get the temple started because that's one of my objectives up here is filled temples. So let me at least use 1 yellow to get the first temple started, which that gets me a purple. And then that allows me to, oh, I need to figure out how to get a blue worker. Shoot. Ooh, okay. So I'm going to use 1 yellow to go down here. And that's going to get me 1 brick. I am then going to use these 3 bricks. 1, 2, 3. And I'm going to build my small workshop. So that's going to get me ongoing blue worker at the beginning of each round. That's also additionally going to get me a blue. Shoot. I also need a brick. Shoot. That's fine. I'll do 2 yellows to do 1 and 2 up here. That's going to get me a brick. And then I'm going to use blue, purple, and brick to build the first temple here. That's going to get me 1 piety. Blue, purple, brick, and then I have 1 purple left. So I think my only option with my 1 purple is I'm going to use that, and I'm going to fill the next in the mining and foresting. So that is that round. Oh boy. Can you flip the scout shape options or only rotate them? You can flip them. You can put them any direction you want. They just have to follow the squares. Will that shape come up again for scout? I see it's on the AI one right now. Yes, so this shape will come up again. There are a few in my deck as well. So I'm hoping when I do in one of these 3 rounds, when this shape comes up on one of my cards, I'm going to take that one for sure for this one here. You can flip them, Merlin. You're correct. Wow, extra card pulls and you can't use diplomats. Yep, exactly. The thing is that I typically don't use diplomats. I have never really used them too much. I use, oh, you know what? I could have used my 1 purple to fill in the first of the temple. That's okay. Learn for next time. Oh, awesome. This is my first time seeing a playthrough. I'm learning a lot. No problem, Kristen. I'm so happy that you are here hanging out. Happy that you're learning the game because it is freaking awesome. Okay, so that is the end of the 3rd round. We're going to have to do 3 polls plus an additional 1 because of the special rules of this one. So we're going to do 1, 2, 3, and 4. I'm hoping we get no more than 1 on the left, and then each of the center and the right has 2 each. So not a great start. We have 1 left. We have 1 right. We got 2 right. I'm hoping these ones are both, or actually there's only 1. So this one is hopefully center. Please be center. Ugh, stupid right. It's always the right that gets me. So sadly, I do gain 1 disdain. But I do get 1 valor. So I now know that I need to make the baths so that I can get rid of these 2 disdains that I have. Oh wow, I only missed 3 rounds. How's it going? It is going fabulous. Aside from that 1 attack, we're doing okay. I had to take a card specifically for a shape in my game last week. It was the last round and the other path card scored me 0 points. Yep, I had to do that yesterday, Merlin. It was quite upsetting. But I think the last 2 that I got, I could not score for either of them. I think it was one was markets, completed markets or market numbers, and then 1 was gladiator strength. And I hadn't worked on either of them for the entire game, so honestly, like the last 2 cards, I was like, I can't do any of these in the last round. So I am just going to have to just, you know, forfeit that one. So that was unfortunate, but yeah, it sucks when you can't score for your objective cards. All right. So next 2 cards, we're looking for that L shape here. We did not get either of them, so it doesn't matter. First one here is constructed landmarks, and this one is completed cohorts. So I think I'm better off doing... Honestly, I typically don't do these all the way, but maybe this is a good way to make sure that I have enough strength for the end one. So maybe let me do completed cohorts, because I should actually be focusing on making my cohorts as strong as possible. And then I will take the constructed landmarks, put it down here. That's going to gain me 2 bricks. I will then gain 4 more bricks. Like so. And then I will gain 1 yellow and 1 blue. The AI's cards are going to come out. Let me make sure you guys can see them. Move these in. And then we'll flip this for my resources, which I'm going to be getting 2 black, 3 blue, which is really nice. Lots of blue. 1 purple, 1 yellow, and another brick. So those are all of my resources for that round. It was the last round and I really needed to fill out a few spaces in the cohort area. Yeah. I want to say the other one would have scored me either 1 or 2 points. Oh, dang. That's such a difficult decision. I've never scored more than 1 point for cohort path card. We'll see. I feel like this is a good fort to try to do that one and maybe get like full strength, but we will see. I think I'll have to start working on my wall guard then, because really these are the only things that are going to get you strength for your cohorts. And I do think 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. So I literally have to finish the entire wall guard, the entire sippy, and the entire wall. And fort. That's going to be a lot. So cozy. Pulsar, welcome to the stream. Very cozy. We love a good cozy stream. How much do you let the resources guide your decision in card choice? Honestly, not too much. I feel like I definitely go more towards what I am scoring for the cards and less for what I'm gaining for the resources here. Sometimes I do let the shapes dictate what I take. But for the most part, I do focus on the objectives because that is really what's going to get you the victory points. So yeah. All right, people, let's do this. I'm going to use 1 blue. Fill out the next in my fort. That's going to get me a yellow. I'll probably use another blue. Do the next one. And then use 2 brick. 1, 2 to go 1 and 2. It's going to get me another yellow. Might as well do another black here. That's going to get me 1 discipline and 1 strength in my cohort. I'm going to do left. So each of them now have 2. Pretty good. And then I'm going to do 2 brick and go 1 and 2. That's 2 additional strength in my cohort. So I'm going to do my left and my center. So that's 2 discipline, 1 and 2. That's going to get me another blue. And in order to go further here, I am going to have to pay for my large granary. Do I want to do that right now? I probably should because I only have 1 purple. But I also only have 1, or I would only have 1 brick after that, sadly. Do I do it? Gonna be honest, I kind of don't want to, but I should. Let's do it. I'm gonna do purple, blue, and 2 brick. That's going to allow me to build my large granary. I do get 1 renown. All right. I do need to get to here for the baths. So I do think I'm going to do 2 yellows. And I'm going to fill in 1 and 2 on the apparatories. I don't know. So that's going to get me 1 black. All right. So I am prepared to do this, but I do not have enough purples, so can't really do that right now. Could get a purple there, but that's going to take 2 workers. And that would be 1 temple. I'll do that. I'm going to do 1 black and 1 blue. So I'm going to do 1 and 2. That's going to get me another piety, which is going to get me a purple. And I do have this here, which is going to be a protection, which is really nice. So basically, if I cannot protect with one of my cohorts from one of the cards, I can use this to kind of mitigate it, which is really nice. And then, let's see. Okay, I'm going to use 1 yellow, and I'm going to go 1 step further here to get myself 1 discipline, and I'm going to use 1 black on my wall guard to gain another discipline. That's going to gain me a blue. All right. I only have 1 yellow left, so can't do the medium temple yet. The medium temple requires 1 blue, 1 purple, and 2 brick, which I only have 1 brick, so I can't do that one quite yet. Can't do the baths yet either. Let me just get a little bit further on my fort. So I'm going to go 1 here. And then 1 brick here. That's going to get me 1 renown. If I could get 1 more renown, that would allow me to get another yellow worker. I could also just use 1 yellow here. I'm going to use a yellow to go here. That's going to get me another blue. Unfortunately, I don't have any more brick. But I'm going to train one of my blues in round 4. Oopsie, round 4. And I'm training in the training grounds. You can change a blue into a sword, which the sword allows you to do your cohort. So I'm going to do that. And I'll do my right cohort. It's going to get me another discipline. So I have 3 on each of them now, which is good. I will do another blue here. That's going to get me another yellow. Oopsie. I'll just use my purple to get me one step further here. So I'm close to another resource production, which is good. And I'm going to use my yellow, and I will go, I think I'll go 1 on the priest's track, because I do need to be at 3 in order to build the medium temple. So that is that. Do you have a favorite deck you use based off of the art, or just grab what's on the top? So I typically go for a few of them. I really like the black one, just because I like neutral colors. I also like the red because he has like the lion head, which I think is cool. And then I also sometimes go for the green, because green is one of my favorite colors when it comes to player colors. And then also the yellow. But all the other colors I typically don't go for. There's also like an orange and a blue. I usually don't go for either of those. But I like to switch it up every once in a while. It's fun. All right, so we are all done with that round. I'm going to be taking 4 plus an additional 1. So 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. 5 attacks coming in. We have 3 on each of our cohorts. So as long as any of these are 3 or less, we should be good. So left, center, center, left. I think we're good. And center. So I am fully protected from all of those. So I do gain 3 valor for that. So we're going to gain 1, 2, and 3 valor. I do gain 1 black for this upcoming round, which is awesome. These cards are going to get discarded. We are moving on to the 5th round of 6. I always try gladiators and it always ends horribly. Yeah, I typically don't go for the gladiators. I had to learn it when I did one of the forts specifically asks for you to do gladiators, and that was literally the only time that I did it, is when I was doing that fort. I think that was one of the forts that I had to do it a few times because I just don't like the gladiators. It's just not fun, you know? Everything else is pretty fun. I've actually never really tried the courthouse, but I feel like that could be fun. All right, so we're looking for this shape, which we did not get. We just got 2 of the same shape. But this here is total gladiator strength. That one is automatically going down here. Speaking of gladiator strength, because I am not doing that one. And this one here is completed wall guard sections, which is actually pretty good because I'm going to try to get further on the wall guard section. We will see how that works out for me. But there we go. So I do gain 1 brick and 1 purple for this card. I also do gain 4 brick for my resource production. I also gain 1 yellow and 1 blue. And then we're going to flip over this and I'm going to gain 2 black 2 blue, 1 purple, 1 yellow, and another 2 bricks. Lots of bricks this round, which is good. I do the courthouse every time. Love my free people. Aw. I guess that's what it is, isn't it? You just get to free your servant. Oh my goodness, they're servants. They're servants in jail. I do agree. I think I'm going to start doing the courthouse too. Are there different game modes in this? What does it mean when you say gladiators, courthouse, etc.? So Vicky, basically when I'm saying all of these different things, they are the different buildings that you can kind of work towards. So over here on this side, we have all of the different buildings that are kind of connected to the 5 different civilian tracks. So you have the traders here, which the traders are connected to the precinct as well as the market. The performers are connected to the theater as well as the gladiators. You have the priests, which are connected to the gardens as well as the temples. The apparitors are connected to the baths as well as the courthouse. And then the patricians are connected to the diplomats and the scout. So these, I consider them little like mini games. When you're playing Hadrian's Wall, you don't have to work on all of these. Basically, you are just thinking about which ones you want to play, I guess, what mini games you're wanting to play. So the gladiators is one that I typically don't go for. You always have to kind of build that building before you can play that mini game, if that makes sense. So in order for me to even like do anything here in the gladiator area, I do have to pay to build the gladiator like Colosseum, I guess. So I would have to pay 2 purples, 1 blue, and 2 brick in order to build it. And then on my following turns, I would be able to kind of interact with the gladiators, if that makes sense. You also have the courthouse down here, which again, you'd have to pay in order to build the courthouse, and then you would be able to interact with it. So if you don't build the building, you don't have to interact with it. So when I say that I don't use the gladiators or the courthouse, it's just that I don't pay attention to that mini game and I don't spend the resources in order to build it, in order to use it during the game. So hopefully that makes sense. Hopefully that helps you out there. But yeah, that's like honestly one thing I love about Hadrian's Wall is the fact that you can kind of go for whatever you want. Some people love going for the courthouse and the gladiator and the market, stuff like that, but I typically go for my own strategy, and most of the time it does not contain any of those things. So a lot of the times I go for Scout is one of my favorite. I also really enjoy the precinct, and then sometimes I go for the temples and the gardens. The baths I usually have to go for because I do have to mitigate my negative points that I got from the attacks. So that's a good way to do it, which speaking of, that's something that we have to do this round in order to get rid of both my disdain. Oh, actually, I can do 2 per year. So we could just get rid of them both next round, but we will see. Sounds really cool. Yeah, it's very fun. So they are all there. You just decide to focus on any area you like. Exactly. Okay, so let's get into this, shall we? I'm going to do a brick to fill in the next spot on my wall. That's going to get me a yellow. I'm going to use another brick to fill in the next on my sippy. That's going to get me a renown. And that's going to get me another yellow. Awesome. Do I want to do that? Sure. So I'm going to use 1 yellow in order to fill in the next spot here. And then I'm going to use 2 yellows and a purple. And that's going to allow me to do the next precinct. So that's going to be the medium precinct. That's going to get me 1 brick, 1 resource production, and 1 discipline. So 1 discipline, 1 resource production, and 1 brick. All right. 2 purples and a blue. How do I get another purple? I'm going to use my 1 yellow here in order to fill in the next on the priest track. That's going to get me another purple. And then now I'm going to build my bath. So I'm going to do 2 purple, 1 blue, and 2 brick in order to build the baths. That's going to get me 1 renown. And then I'll use 1 brick in round 5. And that's going to get rid of 1 of my disdain. We'll see if I have enough to do my second bribe in the baths to get rid of my other disdain this round. But if anything, I could just do it next round with another brick. Okay. We have 3 blacks and 2 blues. Let me do 2 blues, 1, 2 to fill in 1 and 2. That's going to get me another yellow. Here comes the dogs. Who is it? Hi, Penny. Hi, baby girl. I'm surprised your brother didn't follow you down here. Or is your brother already down here? I'm not sure. I don't think he is. Oh, yep, there we go. Here he comes. Hi, Walter. Can you guys hear the tippy tappies as they come downstairs? It's so cute. I love you, bud. Oh, you know what? I didn't actually put out the AI cards. Doesn't really matter because I typically don't use them. All right, so also I'm really hoping on this last round, one of the 2 cards that I haven't revealed is going to be this shape because I really don't want to have to use one of the AIs. So that's going to be interesting. It's going to be very interesting. All right. Don't really want to do the temple right now. I could do 2 brick. Let me do 2 brick to fill in the next 2 here on the wall. One's going to get me a renown. And then I'm also going to get a cohort, which I will do this one. All right. I have 3 of the soldiers. Let me use 1 of them for the fort so that I can use this brick for this. That's going to get me another yellow. I'll use these 2 soldiers for the wall guard, 1 and 2. That's going to get me another discipline, which is going to get me a blue. I'll use this blue to do this. That's going to get me another yellow. So I now have 3 yellows. I'll use 1 yellow to do this trader here. That's going to get me a blue. I should get some more piety. So I'll do 1 yellow for the 4th spot of the priest track. That's going to get me 1 piety. And then we will do one yellow Ooh, actually, yeah, I'm going to do that. I'm going to do 1 yellow to do the next on the priest track. That's going to get me a purple. I'm going to use this purple to do the next on the mining and foresting, which is going to get me a brick and a resource production. And then I think I might do, I'm going to train this blue to become a warrior in round 5. So this is going to be like a black worker, and I'm going to do that. So that's going to then allow me, I'm going to scratch out the next on the left. That'll get me a valor. And then I can use this brick to either fill in the next on my wall, or I could use it to do the bath and get rid of my other disdain, which I think I will do that. So that is my second disdain is gone. So we now have 0 disdain, but we are going into one of the attacks right now, and I do have to do 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, plus an additional 1, so 7. Oh boy. So we have 5 strength on our left cohort, and then we have 3 in center and 3 on right. So let's see what we got here. Definitely heard the tippy taps, so cute. They are so sweet. All right, so we got center, center, left, center, dang it, center, oh my gosh, center, and right. Shoot. Well, that sucks. I should have said no to the left and put it on the center. Fortunately, so these 2 lefts are protected. 3 of these middles are protected. So I do have 2 unprotected centers. I did get 1 mitigation from this for the small temple. So we got hit for 1. So I do gain 1 disdain, which is fine because we can just do the bathhouse, I guess. But then the rest of them, which is 3 more or 2 more, goes towards valor. So I go 1 and 2. That's going to gain me 1 black. Dang, that makes me so sad. It's fine, it's fine. Let's hope we get lots done in this last round. All right. Is my thing still straight here? I'm always so worried that my stuff gets off. Okay, so this gets discarded. These 2 get discarded. We're going to look at these next 2 here. Let's hope one of them has the L shape. Heck yes, it does. So that's awesome. So I'm definitely using this for my card. And then this one is the planner, which is completed citizen tracks, which I already have pretty much 2 of them. I'm going to try to finish 4 of them. So I'll probably try to finish traders, priests, and apparitors. So there we go. And then the 2 AI cards are there. I'm going to flip. Actually, let me do these first. So I get 1 blue and 1 resource. One blue, 1 resource. I gain 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 from my resource production. Additionally, I gain 1 yellow and 1 blue. And then we gain 2 black. 1, 2. Ow, I just punched myself in the face. 3 blue. Lots of blues. 1 purple, 1 yellow, and additional brick. There we go. So for the last round, these are all of the resources that I have. Right off the bat, I am going to do my scout action. So I'm using a black. I'm going to go here. I'm going to use my shape. I'm going to go 1, 2, 3, and 4. That finishes off 3 more of my rows. So I'm gaining 1, 2, and 3 more valor. It's going to gain me that black back, which is awesome. Okay, I'm going to use one of my blues to fill in the last spot on my fort. That's going to gain me 1 discipline and 1 cohort strength. So I'm going to do right. Okay. And then just to finish it off, I'm going to do 3 bricks. 1, 2, 3. Finish off my wall and my sippy. 1, 2, and 3. That's going to get me 2 more cohort strength. So I'm going to do left to finish off the left. That's going to gain me 1 discipline. And then I'm going to do 1 on the right, which is going to get me 1 valor. There we go. I recently watched a video from Nick, the Brothers Murph, and he said once he filmed a playthrough, and by the end, only half of the game was visible on the camera, and he didn't notice. Oh, I remember that because their board game table has wheels on the back, and so he didn't realize that when he was leaning on the table, every little bit, it would push his game forward. And I felt so bad for him. That would have been awful. Because I know how much, like, time and energy goes into filming. And it just sucks that he didn't notice. Oh, that would have been awful. All right. So, now that my sippy, wall, and fort are completely finished, I can kind of focus on doing these over here. Which actually, right now, I am going to do... I'm at 5, so I can do this. I'm going to do 2 brick on the 6th round, and I'm going to get rid of this 1 disdain that I got here. All right. And then what I'm trying to do is I am trying to finish off... I don't know if I'm going to be able to do that, sadly. The only thing that sucks about finishing the wall and the fort so quickly is the fact that you can't really gain yellow workers easily after that. The majority of the yellow workers that you gain is actually through here. So that's unfortunate. I guess I could exchange. Okay, so I am going to use... what do I want to do here? I don't know. Because I only have 2 yellows. Can't gain yellows in any other way aside from... I have 1 renown here. Is there any other renown that I could gain? I actually could build the large hotel. That would gain me another yellow. That actually gained me 2 more yellows. Let's do that. I'm going to do 1 blue, 1 purple, and 2 brick. Boop, 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 boop. That's going to finish the large hotel. Gains me 1 yellow and 1 renown. So 1 yellow, 1 renown. And that gains me another yellow. Okay. If I gain one more valor, how do I gain another valor? Can't do this. That would be a place that I could get a valor. Ooh, I could do this. Oh, shoot. No, I can't. Okay. Big braid Jenna coming up in here. Okay. So I'm going to do 2 yellows to fill in the next 2 on the priest track. That's going to gain me 1 piety and 1 purple. And then I'm going to do the small gardens. So that is going to be 1 purple, 1 blue, and 1 brick. Sadly, my last brick. But that's going to allow me to get an additional piety, which is another purple. It's going to get me 1 on the trader track. And that's going to get me a renown. It's going to get me 1 on the performer track, which I don't really need, but it's fine. And then 1 on the priest track, which is going to get me another piety. So that's kind of actually acting like I got 3 workers there, which is kind of nice. So that was the small garden. And if I had 2 more brick, I could actually do that again. But I don't think I can get 2 more brick. I can get 1 more brick here. So I'm going to do, where can I get brick? I really want some brick. What is resource production? 6 is 2 victory points. I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So I think I'm good there. Oh, it's a really big shame that I can only get 1 brick. Because if I'm able to get 2 brick, I can actually do this here, which is going to finish off 2 of the tracks for me. How can I get brick? You know what? I shouldn't have done this here. I shouldn't care so much about disdain. I'm actually learning something right now. I care too much about disdain because if I just had 1 disdain, that's literally just -1. But that would have given me back my brick. So you know what? I am going to do that. I'm going to put back 1 of my disdain. I'm going to say I didn't do this. I'm going to get 2 brick back. Because it would be a lot better for me to be able to have those bricks in order to get more points. Because I'm literally just getting rid of 1 negative point and like cutting myself off from getting more positive points. So, did that. I just added 1 disdain to there. So I do have 1 disdain, sadly, but I don't think that's the end of the world. Because now this is going to allow me to do 1 blue, 1 purple, and 2 brick. And that's going to allow me to do the large garden, which the large garden is going to get me another piety. So that's another point. It's going to get me the last on the trader track, which is going to get me another brick back. It's going to get me 1 up on the performer track, which is going to get me a purple. It's going to get me 1 on the priest track, which is another purple. 1 on the whatever this is track. That's going to get me a discipline, another point and another blue. And it would allow me to go up one more on the patricians, but I'm already finished that. So, small gardens. Extremely helpful. Holy manoli. Okay, so that just allowed me to finish off 3 of the tracks, which is awesome. I would love to be able to finish off this one here too. So, I love this game. It is so good. It is so freaking good. So I'm going to do this. I'm going to use my 3 blacks to do the wall guard. So I'm going to do 1, 2, and 3. That's going to get me 1 discipline. And that's going to get me 1 strength. In a cohort. So I'm going to finish off the left cohort, or I mean the right cohort. That's going to gain me another discipline. All right. I really need to get up on some of these tracks here. Okay. I think I'm going to exchange these 2 purples for a yellow. So that's going to be in the 6th round. Exchange 2 purples for a yellow. What can I use blue workers for? Actually, you know what? I'm going to do, instead of the 2 purples, I'm going to exchange the 2 blues. Because I feel like I can do more with the purples than I can do with the blues. I am then going to use 3 yellows to finish off this civilian track. So we're going to go 1, 2, and 3. That's going to gain me 1 discipline. And then that discipline is going to gain me a blue. And then it's also going to gain me a black and another blue. And we have now finished 4 of the civilian tracks, which is great. I would love to be able to finish off this second part of the wall guard, but I don't think that's going to happen, sadly. I can train one of these blues. What can I use a brick for? Not quite sure. How can I get another brick? That's the question. Because I could do a landmark. I could actually build the blue discipline landmark, which would get me 2 renown. That's pretty good. I think I might do that. So, how do I get a brick? I get a brick by exchanging max 1 per year. Frick. Never mind. Can't do that. I love the gardens and try to fulfill them mid-game to fully take advantage of their benefits. Yeah, that's what I really wanted to do. I wanted to make it so that I could use all of them, because a lot of the times I use them too late, and then some of them I don't actually get to use because I've already filled out the civilian tracks. So that's kind of sad that it doesn't allow me to do that. Ooh, could do that. Can I do that? Because this is going to need 1 blue, 1 purple, and 1 brick. That would then get me a renown. And then there's no way for me to get another brick. I don't think. No, so that's not an option. Okay, so right off the bat, I am going to use this black to do another wall guard. I'm going to train one of my blues to become another wall guard. That's going to get me a discipline. I need another brick. I'm so close to getting another brick. This is unfortunate because I'm literally one purple away from being able to do this, which would get me another brick. If I had one more purple, I could do this, get to here, get a second brick, and then I would be able to do the landmark to get me 2 renown. I've already exchanged workers, so sadly I can't do that. I don't think there's anything else that I can do. I don't think there's any buildings that I can build. Like, I could build the theater and get myself 1 renown. I guess we could do that. But then I wouldn't have a brick to do a performance, sadly. But I guess that's the best thing that I can do. I could build the small road. That would actually get me 2. Oh my god, I think I just figured it out. Holy crap, okay. So I'm going to do 2 purple, a blue, and a brick. Everything I have left is going in to the small road. Really, you should be building the small road later in the game, but that's going to get me 1 piety and 1 discipline. So 1 piety is going to get me a purple. 1 discipline is going to get me 1 valor, which 1 valor is going to get me a black. And then that black I can freaking use to do my last wall guard on this section. It's going to get me 1 more strength on my center cohort. And then this purple sadly cannot be used for much, but they're just going to be for my mining and foresting. Thank goodness. I'm so happy that I took that time and really looked into things, because that was good. I don't think the roads get you both. I think it's either or. Really? Is it slash? I thought a slash maybe meant both, but I could be wrong. Oh, please, Lord. Please, Lord, where is it? You might be right, Tasha. Each building has a minimum requirement of infrastructure along with the number of workers or resources. Once built, the whole hotel increases how many civilians players receive each year. The workshop increases how many builders you get each year, and the road allows players to increase their attributes each year. Yeah, I'm pretty sure it's one or the other. Dang it! No! So what does that mean? So that's fine. That's fine. I just won't choose to get my piety. So I'm just going to do -1 piety. And I'll choose to get the discipline. And then obviously, like, because I didn't get that piety, I wouldn't have gotten the last purple to do the mining and foresting, which would be fine. Slash means or. Yeah. I was just being really positive and being like, maybe it's and. I guess it would be like a plus sign. Dang it. I was being very hopeful, not positive. I guess that's the better word to say. This game looks like something I would like. I do wonder if I would be plagued with the thought that I'm missing something though. I really find that in this type of roll and write, a lot of the times it is hard to keep track of what you're doing, but I think that because you're gaining the resources and putting them onto your board, I feel like it's really easy to keep track of what you have and what you're gaining. And I don't think I've ever like lost track of what I have gotten and if I didn't get something and stuff like that. I feel like it's pretty easy to keep track of. So, all right. So I think that's everything. The only other thing that we have left to do is we do have to pull 8 plus 1. So we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and 9. 9 invasions. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. We do have some pretty strong cohorts, so I'm pretty confident that we will get through this. Oh yeah, easy. Easy, guys. So we have 4 on the right, 3 on the left, and 2 in the middle. Easy. So I was able to defend all of those. 4 on the right, 3 on the left, or no, 4 on the left, 3 on the right, and 2 in the middle. Boom. Oh, is it piety? I have always said piety. Oh, Lord. I'm so sorry for mispronouncing that this whole time, guys. The board does look a bit busy. Yeah. I do agree. Kanari, hello. Welcome to the stream. Hi, did I miss too much? Sadly, you missed quite a bit. I am just about to do final scoring. So I was able to protect all of this. So I do get 4 piety. So, or not piety. It's not even piety. I get 4 valor. So I gain 1, 2, 3, and 4. I did pass a discipline, so I do gain a discipline as well. And then I would gain a black worker, but we're just going to leave that off to the side. So we are now going into endgame scoring, which basically you just add up each of the, whatever these are called, tracks. So we have the renown track. I am at 13 for renown. I am at 9 minus 1, so I'm at 8 for piety. I'm at 19 for valor, and I'm at 18 for discipline. We also have my path cards, which I have filled temples. Sadly, I only have 1, so that's 1 victory point. I have 6 resource production, so I have 2, so that's 3. Final disdain is sadly 1, so I only get 2, so that's 5. Completed cohorts, I have 2, so that's 6, 7. Completed wall guard sections, I have 2, so that's 8, 9. And then completed citizen tracks, I have 4, so that's 10, 11. So I have 11 points for my path cards, and then I have 1 disdain, which is -1 point. All right. I need to get 75. Piety is how I've always heard it. I just figured the way you were saying it is just the Canadian way of pronouncing the word. Maybe. I just find it more fun to say piety. Piety. On Three Sisters, I often found myself forgetting to get benefits when big combos happened. Yeah, I solved that by adding tokens I placed out on benefits, then I remove as I got the benefits. Oh, that's a really good way to do it, Merlin. No big deal. Great game, by the way. Thank you so much, James. I drew all 8 to the right the other day. I tried to find in the rules if my cohort was full, if the other 2 still got through. Couldn't find it, so I took the 2. Dang, that's crazy, Missy. That's impressive. You already corrected Piety when you referenced it. Yeah, I'm a quick learner. Quick learner I am. All right. So we have 13 plus 8 plus 19 plus 18 plus 11. We didn't do it, guys. -1. Dang it. I'm so sad. Why am I so bad at this game? Ugh. So I got 68. Would I have been able to get more? I'm literally 7 points shy. Sadly. 7 points shy of a victory. Okay, if I was able to mitigate this -1, I would have had 69. And then if I got... I don't know what else I could do. I would then get another... So I would be at 70. And then maybe 71. Yeah, that is so hard. Dang it. No. And you didn't even get the funny number. We did not. Is this the best combo type game? I do think it is. But you're not so much... I don't know if you can consider this like a combo. I guess you could. I just consider it like a spend resources to gain resources. It's like a resource conversion game. So you're like, I guess that's a comboing game. Yeah, the games where I've been able to build landmarks have been the highest for me. It really does help because it kind of chains and just feeds into itself, right? I think if I was able to build a few of the landmarks, that would have been really nice. But sadly, I was not able to. This game is really hard. Even me playing this a ton, and like, for the most part, I think I know what I'm doing, but maybe I'm just, I've come to the conclusion that I'm not like the most amazing at board games. So my mind just does not think of like the best way to gain victory points. Like, it is really, really important to get a lot on these different tracks here. So the fact that I only got 8 on my piety track, I think that's probably where it really hit me. I should have tried to get more piety. I don't know how I would have been able to do that though. And then obviously, like, if I did the landmarks as well, maybe if I was able to do like the medium temple, that would have helped me, because it would have been 1 victory point more for the amount of filled temples that I would have gotten for my victory point, my objective card, my path card, sorry. And then it gives you piety for like every spot that you take up. So that would have been quite a bit more piety, which would have been nice. I don't know. The landmarks do combo nicely. Yeah, they do. And they just get you more victory points, right? Because every landmark that you do gets you 2 victory points on another track. So it kind of feeds into itself. Do you have any recommendations for campaign-based board games? So the ones that I am currently playing, this one has a solo campaign, which is nice. So Hadrian's Wall is fun. Legacy of You is in the same series as Hadrian's Wall. Definitely recommend checking that one out. I don't know if you mean campaign games for solo play, because Legacy U is solo only. So Legacy U is a fun solo campaign. Isla and Something Shiny I've been playing recently. That's more of like a story-based campaign. Really, it's kind of more of a like choose your own adventure type of game. So that one's been fun. Gloomhaven, Jaws of the Lion, Francis and I have been playing together. Near and Far, I've really been enjoying. And what other campaigns do I have going? Sleeping Gods, which I will admit I haven't been enjoying Sleeping Gods as much as I hoped I would. It is a very big game. It is very challenging. I haven't tried Sleeping Gods solo, but that one's a fun one. The, whatever it's called is a little bit complicated though. Or it's actually not even complicated. The combat in Sleeping Gods isn't complicated. It's very simple, but it's just challenging. Ooh, ouch. The combo I was referring to is you can cover spots that give you other track benefits. Yeah, exactly. So yeah, I would say that it's definitely combo-y. I'm going to start Near and Far this weekend. Oh, nice. Tasha, hopefully you enjoy. I loved Near and Far. I do think Francis and I still have like 2 or 3 more scenarios of that left to finish off, so maybe I should try to finish that off. Isla and Something Shiny is very much like a narrative paleo. Love the demo. I pre-ordered. Very nice. I gotta go. Good game, Jenna. So close. Yes. Thank you so much for joining, Josh. I appreciate it. Hopefully you enjoyed your first stream of mine. Have a good rest of your week and have a good rest of your weekend. Or have a good weekend in general. We play Gloomhaven 2-player with 4 characters, 2 each. Ooh, nice. +1 to Jaws of the Lion. Yeah, Francis and I have been really enjoying Jaws of the Lion. I need to play Legacy of You. It's been sitting on my shelf of opportunity. Merlin, do it. If you like Hadrian's Wall, you will really enjoy Legacy of You. It's, again, just that very satisfying, like, resource conversion. Oh, it's so good. I actually need to get that to the table again. What other combo games do you recommend? Good combo games. A lot of roll and writes are great combo games. I really enjoy Fleet the Dice game, as well as Three Sisters. Those are really good combo games. There's also Twilight Inscription, which is the roll and write version of Twilight Imperium, which is very fun. Really enjoy that one. I don't know of any other ones. I still need to play Motor City, which is another roll and write. Too bad I missed the live stream, but I'm looking forward to seeing the replay. Thanks, Jenna. Kenneth, thank you so much for at least joining for a little bit at the end here. I really appreciate it. I am going to finish off the stream here because I just realized that it's almost 4 p.m. and I need to finish editing some videos before I go climbing tonight. Because I need to get one video sent over to a publisher and I need to get one video set and ready to be uploaded tomorrow. So thank you all so much for joining me today. I appreciate it. Joan of Arc Orleans is a good one. Yes, I enjoyed that one as well. Ooh, tonight perhaps Big Box Fresco. Fresco is one that I've really been enjoying. I mean, no, have been really wanting to play. Good Lord. Yeah, Fresco is one. It's like an older game that I have been really intrigued by. I'd love to try that one out at some point. Jenna, have you played Dungeon Decorators? I have not. That is one that I saw and I'm like, that's so cute, because if you guys do not know, I went to college for interior decorating. So like home decor and stuff like that is something that I really enjoy. So I think that would be one like perfect for me because I just love the theme of it. But yeah, thank you all so much for joining again. Hopefully you have a good weekend. I'm going to a Lord of the Rings themed birthday party tomorrow, so that's fun. I will most likely post a picture of my costume for tomorrow. I'm very excited to get all dressed up and stuff. I don't do it very often, so I'm excited for that. And then Sunday, I will be back here for a live stream. I will be live streaming whatever the solo focus is for October here. So stay tuned for that. I'll be doing that on Sunday morning. And then I don't know what I'm doing on Sunday. I might actually have the day off, which is kind of nice. So yeah, I appreciate you all. Thanks for hanging out with me. Enjoy your weekend, and I will see you all on Sunday. Bye, friends.